What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Candid Convos. I'm your host, Quay Price. We got Chloe on deck. We got Vince on deck. Say what's up to the people.
Hello, hello.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. What's going on, bro? You looking I didn't know you was gonna get on here, man. I was like, hold on, I need Vince tonight, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wife was like, "You got to come on tonight." They talking about something right down your alley. I was like, "No, I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
that."
Nah, I hear that, man. Shout out to everybody joining us tonight. Let's shout out to all the folks down in the comments. Man, definitely right out the gate, like, share, and subscribe. We are live right now on Facebook on the Candid Convos page, also live on the Quay Price page on Facebook as well. And we are also live on YouTube. So definitely like, share, and subscribe. I said, share out the show, bring a friend. Man, let's help us spread the word. Let's say we're trying to get into these conversations that folks are scared to have, so that we can change our trajectory as a people and move us in the right direction. Shout out to my guy Donovan checking in tonight. What up, what up, what up? What's up, brother? Appreciate you joining us tonight, as always, rocking with the platform. Appreciate you, man. So yeah, let's say we back on this Wednesday with another hot one. Let me hit a sponsor real quick. We got a sponsor tonight. Let me see if I can get this in the camera. There it is. We got that Two Sons juice cold right there. Cold press, all natural, no preservatives, no chemicals, no junk, no trash, no water added, none of that. So definitely go check them out at the number 2 sonsjuiceco.com. The number 2 sonsjuiceco.com. I said the good stuff. I said, so for all the ladies, the fellas out here trying to get your body right. Yeah, I know we had some New Year's resolutions, but I'm sure folks done broke them already. You know how I go. So like I said, definitely pick you up some Two Sons juice. Let's help get your body right. All right, so we don't get off of that right now. We had to pay them bills real quick. So let me slide over to my guy Vince, see if he got some goodies for us tonight. You got anything for us, brother?
Actually, I was trying to go back in my closet and find something for the older ladies, some obsession or some dracar or something like that, but I couldn't find none. So I said I'll stay in the bar number 9 family.
Okay, there it is.
City bar number 9.
There it is. So wait. So you about to find something? You about to find a fragrance for the old birds, man?
Yeah, man. The obsession, the dracar. Some Old Spice.
Oh, not the Old Spice, man.
Stetson.
Shout out to my girl.
Yope.
Right. That Yope. Shout out to Woodsy dropping that Yope on there. Yeah, that's that classic too. Oh yeah, shout out to my girl Kenyatta. Let me do this real quick. Listen, I'm almost slipping. Let me throw up the happy belated birthday to my girl Kenyatta. Yeah, she just had the birthday pop off. I saw her on Facebook blinging. Had the bling popping off. Shout out to my guy Donovan, saying in the most respectful way. Wait, hold on. My bad.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. She's joining us on the show on her birthday.
Nah, I appreciate it. My bad for the belated. So I got my dates switched up. So happy birthday today, Kenyatta. Appreciate you rocking with us tonight for sure. Always supporting the platform. Let's see. Woodsy said happy birthday as well. My God, Donovan through the LOL. Now, Donovan, we ain't going to never forget that in the most respectful way, man. That was a classic line. That's going to go down in Candid Convos history, man. So shout out to you, man, for representing for the fellas. All right. So we got a hot one tonight. I see we got a whole bunch of viewers on here already. I sense, I don't know, Vince, it might be a little triggering going on. What you think, man?
You know what? I was going to ask a few of my ladies to watch this. I said, no, they'll be too triggered on this one. I might have to wait till next week. Because this one right here, they might never come back.
No, I hear that, man. I hear that. Let's see. Shout out to my guy, Kevin Farmer. He said, happy birthday to you. And the Stevie Wonder voice. Oh, they showing love to Kenyatta. Well, I said, we all small family. I said, everybody know Kenyatta out here. All right. So
Topic
for tonight. Men don't want y'all old birds. Man, oh man, run that back. Men do not want these old birds out here. All right. So I got a little video. We're gonna drop just to kick this off. A little video. So y'all let me know if y'all can't hear it when it starts playing. Then we're gonna get on into this conversation. All right, let's see what we got.
As you're dating younger women and you're kind of like damaging them at a young age. So now when we get to our 30s, we're completely damaged by older men. And now we don't want y'all and y'all don't want us. The man is 40, 45, let's say. He has his money, his house. Now he got time to go live his best life. Now he wants to date younger women. Let's say a 21-year-old. Now he dates her for 4 years. While he's dating her, he's cheating with other 19, 20, 25-year-olds. You're damaging this young girl, right? You're causing trauma and damage that's going to cost her pretty much years to heal. Fast forward years later, she's 30. She's damaged. All because a 40-year-old wants to be living his best life after he built himself.
You are muted.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm over here slipping. All right. So that was the video. So let's say it's the topic for tonight. Once again, men don't want y'all old birds. Okay. So y'all heard the young lady. I think her name is, I don't know, Alicia Diaz or something like that. I forgot her name or something. But yeah, shout out to her for the video. So she's saying that basically you got older men out here getting with these younger women in their 20s and damaging these women. That's what she's saying. I got problems with this video. But I want to hear from everybody else, before I say my piece. So everybody down in the comments, drop a comment based on that video. Let me know if y'all need me to run it back too. I didn't know if everything was clear. But yeah, what y'all think about that video? Uh-oh, they coming in already. I got Keenan say she wrong right out the gate. Okay, my man Keenan, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. All right, so Keenan say she wrong. So let's get into this. Let me know what y'all saw, what you heard, what made sense, what didn't. Let me know if I need to run it back. They fellas, dang, she don't make sense. Fellas, they ain't playing tonight. The comments going crazy. Let's see, not too many young women get to date older men if daddy's home. Okay. I feel that. Let's see. Woodsy dropped one. She said, I didn't quite understand her viewpoint. Y'all, like I said, let me know if I need to run that back.
Yes, you could. I was just going to say that I don't know every 40-year-old man, obviously, but I'm going to. She
couldn't hear it.
Oh, she couldn't hear it. You want to play it again? Why don't you play it again?
Let me do this real quick. I'm going to run it back one more time. Let me run it back real quick, just so everybody know what's going on. All right, I'm gonna run it back. Hold on, fellas. I'm gonna run it back. Let me get the volume right. Maybe that's what it is. All right, so let me run it back. Let's see. Y'all. Let me know if y'all can't hear it.
As you're dating younger women and you're kind of like damaging them at a young age. So now when we get to our 30s, we're completely damaged by older men. And now we don't want y'all and y'all don't want us. The man is 40, 45, let's say. He has his money, his house. Now he got time to go live his best life. Now he wants to date younger women. Let's say a 21-year-old. Now he dates her for 4 years. While he's dating her, he's cheating with other 19, 20, 25-year-olds. Damaging this young girl, right? You're causing trauma and damage that's going to cost her pretty much years to heal. Fast forward years later, she's 30. She's damaged. All because a 40-year-old wants to be living his best life after he built himself.
All right, all right, all right. Woodsy said they could hear that one.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Erica, she said clarify. Let's see, Erica. Let's see. Donovan said running back. We got a lot of comments coming in. The older woman ruined me when I was 19. LOL. She was 40. Made me lose it in them streets. Okay. All right. Let's see. Man, these comments coming in quick. Let's see. This sounds like her personal story. Could be, Woodsy. It could be. Let's see. Shout out to Eric and Michelle checking in with us. She said, no, I don't agree with her. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to the panel. Oh, you know how my bad. I'm slipping. Let me do this real quick. For anybody who wants to join us on the panel, here's the link to the panel. So you can drop this in your browser, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge. Join us on the panel live. I said definitely you have the option to keep your camera on or turn it off. We always encourage you to keep it on, makes for better engagement, for a better show. We also have this link posted in all of the chat feeds, so you can catch it on the Kandid Konvos page, the Quay Price page on Facebook, or you can catch it on the Kandid Konvos page on YouTube as well. All right, so I'll leave that up there for a quick second. If anybody wants to hop on the panel with us, man, I can't keep up with these comments. All right, Erica Michelle said, I always dated older men, never was damaged. Okay. See, my guy Donovan says, honestly, I've seen older men and women choose a younger partner due to failed relationship experiences when they were the age of the one they hooked up with. Okay, I understand that. Let's see, and Kevin said, anybody can damage anybody. That's valid. That's valid. That's a fact. All right, let me get to the panel. So, Chloe, Vince, what y'all want to say? I said, go ahead and kick it off for us.
I was just gonna say, obviously I'm speaking in general because I don't know all 40-year-old men, but I'm under the impression that a lot of times older men will date younger women, not so that they can take advantage of them. I'm under the impression that by the time a man gets to a point where he's established and, he's got everything that he needs in life, he's usually thinking next about like legacy and what he's going to leave behind and who he's going to leave it to, and wanting to build a future with somebody. Now is the time for me to think about, okay, growing old with someone, those types of conversations. Now, I'm not saying there aren't some older playboys, but I'm also under the impression that those men who just want to play are pretty upfront about that. Like they're pretty, because they don't typically want to be with one woman if they just want to play. At that point, they're typically pretty upfront about wanting to do that. Like, hey, I'm just trying to have some fun at my age. Like, I'm not looking for nothing serious. They're usually pretty, forthcoming. So I don't know about that. I kind of caught cap on that particular point. But at the same time, I also see for me that once again, this is not allowing for any accountability on the young lady's end. Like, she might be young, but at the same time, she's not stupid. Young don't automatically equal ignorant or unintelligent. So once again, this is about you making better choices, right? Like I have to go back to that. Like, what's your reason for dating an older man? Like, understand what you're trying to get out of that. If you're 20 and he's 40, what is your reason for dating him? Like, do you have a reason? Do you know why you're doing this? Does he know why you're doing it? What are your intentions? What are his? At 21, obviously this 40-year-old man does have more experience than you. So you do need to be asking different questions. Y'all need to, it needs to be a completely different scenario. I just don't understand how you go into it, without already having that established. And he's an older man, so surely, this is something that he can understand. So once again, why are you taking the accountability off of you and saying, older man, this is what you're doing? Like, you don't have a say so in this at all, or you don't get to choose, or it's not also your decision. That's what I don't understand. And I don't know, when I was growing up, women was running around here all the time talking about how they prefer to date older men because they're more mature.
Ooh-wee.
So, somebody, let me know something.
That's real. That's real. You want to say anything, Vince?
Well, her perspective seems a little jaded to me. It seems like, my theme is fair exchange is not robbery. She's dating an older man because he has money. He's able to take her to nice places. He's able to do a lot of stuff that maybe a guy her age cannot do. So as far as the damaging, fair exchange is a robbery. I mean, she probably knew what it was in the beginning. So I don't understand her point. But speaking as a silver fox myself, I've always dated younger women. Even in I'll say maybe after 35, it was usually at least 5 years. And mainly because I did want, if I was going to date someone, I possibly wanted children. And as I got older, I really couldn't date women my age because they had kids, they had grown kids, so they didn't want no more kids.
Right.
So I always wanted that to be an option if I did or if I didn't want kids. So, my wife is 10 years younger than me. We have a 2-year-old and a baby on the way. I couldn't have did that with a 50-year-old woman. Not unless she was Janet Jackson. But it's not too many 50-year-old women that are in that good of a shape to have children. I mean, let's be honest. It is what it is. So, yeah. I think they're a lot more difficult. Some of them are just a lot more difficult. They
wait,
in my experience.
Wait, what you said there? Wait. You said they're a lot more difficult. Is that what you said?
Older women, in my experience, they're more difficult.
Oh my God!
They're more difficult. I don't have time to be competing with you, and I can buy I don't have time for all that. I want something peaceful. I want something good to look at, and I want it is what it is. They just more problematic. It seems as they get older, they demand more. I'm like, how you get older and demand more? You demanded more at 50 than you did when you was 25. Fine. When your breath sitting up right, now they sliding down to your knees, and now you want to tell me I deserve this and I'm worth this, and gone with that. Gone with that. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh man.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Ladies, are y'all paying attention to this?
Y'all heard it.
Oh man, shout out to my guy Vince. Man, these comments going crazy, man. I can't. I'm having trouble.
My young wife just brought me a nice little post drink. He's older. You get up, get your own drink. No, you get it.
Man, shout out to Remy in the building. Shout out to Remy. And that drink looks quite gorgeous, I might add.
Delicious.
Got the fruit in there and everything. These old women ain't making no drink with fruit in it.
Oh man, you wildin'. All right, let me try to get
y'all turned up tonight.
Man, you know what, man? We got a whole bunch of people on here, bro.
They don't know about that fruit.
Yeah. There's a lot of folks tapped in. Let me get some of these comments. I'm trying to keep up. Y'all got to bear with me. Let's see. My guy Donovan said, I heard my mom repeat an old wives' tale. He said, an older man with the younger woman saps her youth, making the younger woman age at a faster rate in life. Okay, I don't know, Donovan. Something a little sideways. I might have to, I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Let me let's see. Shantae, shout out to Shantae. Look, everybody on here. She said, this is how I got a little seasoning at a young age. Those older men taught me a lot. Hold on, Shantae. Is we talking about some salt and pepper, or are we talking about some Lawry's? What are we talking about?
You know what?
Kind of seasoning. Wait a minute. Yeah, you can drop a comment, Shantae. I need to know.
But Shantae, do you feel damaged? She said they are damaging women. Do you feel damaged?
Okay, Shantae, drop a comment. Do you think that seasoning damaged you at all? Drop a comment for us. Let's see. Keenan dropped another one. Let's see. He said, when I was in high school is when I started to see women dating older guys, like guys out of high school. I got to stand up for the guys because she tried to make us look bad. She definitely did, brother. Or guys who date younger. But in all seriousness, I think some guys like the feeling of I still got it. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. I agree with that, Keenan, for sure. Let's see. Donovan, he said older women are difficult. They got the trauma baggage. Ooh wee. Uh-oh, Shantae checking in. She say Vince. There it is. There it is. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Ray Crow. She was talking to Vince. She said, be nice, Vince. Be nice, man. Man, these comments so deep, I can't even keep up. Let's see.
Put Erica's comment up there.
Let's see. They're in a different stage in life, different perspective. Okay. Oh, we got Remy Williams checking in. She said, let's see. That's what we call him, Kevin Samuels Jr. Shout out to the Godfather Jr. Shout out to the Godfather Jr. All right, let's see. Let's see. Man, these comments deep. Let's see. Woodsy said, "What? You're not gonna be bashing the older women." I don't know, Woodsy. He was just laying it out. Let's see. Oh, they okay. They repping for you, Vince. Vince is all the way right. Okay, they repping. Uh-oh. I got Keenan. He trying to tag in Loaf. Man, don't get Loaf on here, bro. Don't get Loaf on here, man. All right. Man, these comments deep. Man.
Shantae answered your question.
Oh, she said, hell no. Okay. So she okay. So Shantae right here. This is a living example. She said, I ain't damaged. Okay, there it is. Let's see. Kenyatta said, my clients complain about this all the time. The women complain about the older men and the women about the men. We hear it. We definitely hear it. Man, let's see. As my mama say, 21 goes into 61 a hell of a lot more than 61 goes into 21. That's facts. That's facts. Shout out to my guy Rodney checking in from Lansing. He says, what up, though? What's up to my guy Rodney? Let's see, Kenyatta. Let's see in the men about the women. I'm typing too fast. Oh, it's all good. So we got to get you up on the panel, Kenyatta. I know y'all be all that typing y'all got to do. Let's see, Keenan said, man, you should see this bar down here. It's a place where younger guys, let's see, go to get picked up by older women. LOL, El Paso different. A real cougar bar. You know what, man? Keenan, that's a good point, bro. And we need to touch that too. Why do we not say the same thing when older women scoop up younger fellas? Because we got a whole term of a cougar. Yeah, we got a whole movie Estella got her groove back. So why don't we say this type of stuff when older women go scoop up younger men? Are they damaging the younger men? Yeah, somebody drop a comment. I need answers. I need answers.
Keenan, were you damaged?
Right. Keenan, was you damaged, man? All right, let's see. Shantae said, let's see. We all have a choice. She wanted to talk to that older man for privacy, probably for security. Yet you damaged because, let's see, because he has said security. Yeah, no, that's a valid point, Shantae. That's a valid point. She wasn't making sense to me. Let's see. Ray said Vince is. Oh wow, they bucking in the comments. Vince isn't all the way right. My breasts are fine. Wow, sitting up just
Ray,
right.
You better tell him.
That's good.
He don't know you like that.
He
don't know you like that.
Do your push-ups and you know, stay in the gym. That's a good thing.
Oh man, I see this show going there tonight. Let's see. Rodney said, hold up. My wife is from El Paso. No, we ain't doing it, Rodney. We ain't doing it, man. We ain't doing it. Let's see. Dang. Let's see. Right. I'm gonna get me a young Thundercat if I ever get divorced. You see what I'm saying? See, the ladies don't even look at it the same way. Let's see. Ray Cribbs, you know why it's okay for a man to do it, but a woman has to stay in her place.
Can I say something about that?
Go ahead, man.
I don't necessarily believe a woman can date an older man just like an older man could date a younger woman. I think it's easier and more natural for an older man to date a younger woman. I just think it's more natural that way because of a man's ego, usually an older woman is more put together. She's dating a younger man for sex, excitement, yada yada yada. And so she might not treat him with that same respect if they're talking about a long relationship. And as far as her damage, it might be because the man was so good to her and she didn't want to step up and he decided to go on to another younger thing. So that might be her damage because you know, I always say, like in my own personal experience, I never left a woman worse than what she did when she met me.
Oh.
I always left them better. The credit was better. You know, everything was better. I ain't never left them with no cell phone bills and all that, rent paid, everything. So it's some pluses to dating an older man. But then also some women think you go play with an old man. See, old man ain't no fool now.
Right.
He know what he wants.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts right there. So I'm gonna pause on these comments. I'll come back to these comments in a minute. Man, I got some questions. I got some questions about the video. So the young lady is talking about the fact that older men are dating these younger women and damaging these younger women, right? And I got a problem with that, right? Because first of all, I think that's inaccurate. I don't think these older men are damaging these younger women. Because I got to go back to what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Keenan made a good point when he talked about the fact that you started seeing this in high school, right? I was seeing the same thing. Yep. So I was in high school and I was seeing the older fellas scooping up the young ladies, you know, because they had cars and some of the, you know, fellas in high school didn't have a car yet. And the ladies was, you know, they was feeling like they was doing something. They was smelling themselves because they was getting scooped up by these older fellas, right? And like I said, a lot of those ladies, some of those ladies are married today. Some of those ladies are single, but I'm not seeing the damage factor that the young lady tried to put in the video. That's not adding up to me. Another thing that she said in the video that was just real questionable was the fact that she says that the older man gets with the younger lady, then he goes and cheats on her with another young lady around the same age. And I'm like, why are we making that type of assumption? Yeah, like, why we got so many ladies out here that it's like they just want all men to be cheaters? Like, where y'all get that from? Yeah, just because a man gets with a younger woman don't mean he's cheating on her. It is typically a reason why he's getting with that younger woman, and I'm gonna get into that as well, right? Because overall, this is my problem, right? And this is why I always have to go back to what I always say. At the end of the day, ladies, how do y'all want this to go? Yeah, y'all say y'all telling fellas in y'all younger years that y'all want older men because the fellas are so immature and they ain't got nothing going on. They ain't got it together, as y'all like to say. So that's what y'all tell fellas in our younger years, right? Then fellas get older, then you'll say you don't want to date a dude that's your age because he ain't got nothing going on and he's still immature. But then we got fellas out here who say, well, you know what I'm saying, I'm having a hard time as we get older. They say I'm having a hard time finding a good woman out here, a good marriageable woman out here because the ladies is all over the place. They not, you know what I'm saying, carrying themselves correctly. They not presenting correctly. They don't have the traits that fellas are looking for. So then when fellas go elsewhere, I'll just use these passport dudes as an example. So these guys go hop their passports and they go over to some other country and get a foreign woman because she's a more submissive, more cooperative, more peaceful woman. And then y'all say that they whack for doing that. So then, in turn, to keep it in the culture, the fellas go, look after or look for a younger woman because he is thinking about legacy and having children, and like Vince said, a good her having a good attitude and being peaceful and getting on his program and supporting what he's doing. So he goes and finds a younger woman that doesn't have as much experience and baggage and traumas and all of these things. Then y'all come back and say he damaging the younger woman. Yeah, so you tell him he immature. You tell him when he's young, he ain't prepared for you. You tell us you don't want to date dudes that's around your age because he ain't got nothing going on. You pass him. He goes and get a chick from another country. You say he's whack for doing that. He should keep it in the culture. Then he goes and gets a younger girl in the culture, and you say that he whack for that too because he damaging the young girls. But yet, most women say that they want older men. So somebody make this make sense for me. Yep, at the end of the day, what should the man do? I want to hear from the ladies. Let's see, we got a whole bunch of ladies on here right now. So what should the man do? So you don't want him with the younger chick. You don't want him with the foreign chick. You don't want him with the Caucasian chick. You don't want him with the chick that's younger than his age. You don't want him because he's too close to your age. So what should the guy do?
I don't know about how to answer that, but for me, it's just very much giving women don't know what they want. It's very much giving that women don't know. And it's also giving that women don't want to be held accountable for their behavior. I mean, granted, this could go both ways because I feel like if we all, and Vince says this all the time, if we were all more intentional when we're dating, if we were more intentional from the jump, then I think we could avoid a lot of this foolishness. Regardless if it's a young woman dating an older man or vice versa, or two younger people trying to get together. If we were more intentional from the jump, we wouldn't have a lot of this confusion that we have. So I think that's a big part of it either way. And in our selection process. Come on, guys, we are just not selecting well. And how can we select well? Because we jump into bed with people 5 seconds after we meet them.
Oh.
So you ain't had a chance. You have not had a chance to get to know this person at all. You don't know this person from Adam. You done seen this whole person naked. And you know nothing about this person. Nothing. So how are you supposed to be able to select them properly? How are you supposed to be able to vet them properly when you done already did the most intimate thing you can do with a person and you don't even know them? This is part of the problem. And then you get mad. Then you in your feelings when you find out they can't be trusted. They busted and disgusted. And but you didn't know. You didn't care at the time because you was trying to scratch that itch, sis. Bruh. You didn't care about that. Let's just talk about it. If we gonna go there, we're gonna go all the way there. Sis, how you 21 dating an older man and you happen to pick the one that don't want to be serious? How you do that? Why even date? Why be 20 and date a man whole 20 years older than you and you not pick the one that wants to settle down? Where they do that, sis? That's not like a personal problem to me. Because it's too many 40, 45, 50-year-old men right now that want to settle down. They looking for a wife. And you just happen to pick the one that still want to hoe in the streets. That sounds like a you problem. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I feel that now. You're right on with that. Let's see. Keenan said, what I also think the failures of dating make more headlines than the successful relationships. It's more entertaining and popular to speak on the negatives rather than the positive. So Keenan, so I agree with that. Right? So the negative situations definitely make the headlines more than the successful situations. But I think the issue is we have to target the majority. Yeah, so at the end of the day, a lot of relationships, are they doing well? Yeah, they are. But we also have a substantial amount of relationships that are not doing well. Better yet, we got a substantial amount of people who can't even get together. Yeah, I mean, we got we thought this whole, I don't even want to use the words. I don't want to get flagged, but this whole pandemic that just passed by. No, we got a real pandemic going on right now. We can't get black folks, black men, and black women together. Yeah, we literally getting destroyed from the inside out. We can't even go on solid dates anymore. We can't get off the ground right. Yeah, we can't even make up our mind on what we actually need. I know we think, and this is part of the problem. I know we think we know what we want, but I wonder how many people actually sit down and focus on what they actually need. Yes, it's wild out here. So if anything, like I said, we got to get this corrected. And this is why, like I said, we got to have conversations around these negative pieces. Because this is a lot of this. I'm sure a lot of us right now know a whole bunch of folks that are single.
Mm-hmm.
And I also know that we know a whole bunch of folks that's older and single. I'm going to call it what it is, running out of time. Yeah, we got folks out here trying to convince themselves that lonely and being alone ain't the same. It's all the same. You by yourself. It's all the same. Yeah, we got a lot of folks out here talking about what they want. And then you look at the list of what they want, and it's all material garbage. It's nothing that is sustainable. It's nothing that really matters long term. Yep, how tall the dude is, that ain't gonna mean nothing when it's about time to have that family and provide. Ain't got nothing to do with his height. Yep, how thick the female is, that ain't gonna mean nothing when it's time to get down to it and actually have a family and have a successful marriage. But see, this is the stuff that be on our want list. This is the stuff that we prioritize. And that's a lot of our problems. So yeah, no, we got to speak on it, man. That's why we here. That's why we do this show. If folks run from these conversations, but we don't, and we're going to have them. Let me get some more of these comments. Donovan said, side note, we sitting up here debating the relationship woes, but how do we teach the youth of today the do's and don'ts of our yesterday experiences? You know what, Donovan?
Great question.
That's a great question, man.
That's such a good question.
For us, it starts with this show. Yep, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't even want to talk about it. Yep, they don't even want to educate around these topics. Yep, and that's why we're here. Somebody has to talk about it. You notice something, Donovan, man, every time you say something against the status quo, that's why we got all this canceling going on out here. Yeah, the people who are trying to speak the right things or try to speak the truth, they're getting suppressed.
Froze.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we do our piece to make sure that this information gets out. And like I said, then the other thing is, man, share the show out. Yeah, let's get this information to as many people as possible. And once the information is out there, then it is up to folks with, and I'm going to say with the level head, to pass this information down to the young folks. Because at the end of the day, folks with a level head understand it's not just about us. And Vince says this all the time. It's about the ones that's going to come after us. It's about our little daughters, our little sons. Because see, they're going to be walking into this arena that we're talking about and dealing with right now. You get some more of these comments. Let's see. My guy Kevin said the foundation is messed up. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that thing done crumbled, Kev. See, cuz, shout out to my cuz. He said facts. Shout out to Kevin. Let's see. No foundation, no plan, no solid ground to build on. No, that's what we're dealing with, man. That is what we're dealing with. Let's see. High value should be the standard. No doubt. No doubt. Cuz said that's real talk. Let's see. Ray said we speak the truth to our children and they're real friends. And that's important too. Real friends. Teach by example also. No, that's facts. That's facts. Let's see. Shout out to Remy as well. She said one thing about Vince. He has taught and has continued to teach my boys how to be men, a real stand-up man for real. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Yeah, shout out to that. Yeah, that's at the end of the day, especially for the fellas, we got to set the tone. Yeah, we got to set the direction. We got to set the expectations and the standards. And we got to communicate to these young fellas. You can't be out here playing. Can't be out here slacking. There's a certain way you carry yourself, a certain way that you present, especially when you're engaging with these young ladies. And better yet, it's a certain way that you present on your own. Yeah, but as you walking outside of females, on your own as a man. So no, that's important. So shout out to Vince for making sure that that's taking place with them young fellas. My guy Kevin, he said, let's see. You're right, Ray. We got to use examples at all time. We speak less than examples. See, we speak less than examples. That shows more and more influential. Facts, facts, facts. All right. But yeah, so man, I know this thing got hot for a minute, but yeah, like I said, I had some problems with that video. And I said, I'm at the point now, I need the young ladies to make up their mind. Yeah, they really got to make up their mind. Because this is my thing. This is my thing. Let me go ahead and throw this out here and drop this bomb since we having this conversation. So to the ladies, see, we got a whole bunch of ladies up in here. So if you don't want these fellas going and picking up these foreign chicks in these other countries, you don't want them getting with the young ladies. You don't want them messing around with, the Caucasian women, none of that. So you want them to stay in the community and only come after the black women. So let me ask this question. So ladies, if that is how y'all want it to go, why won't y'all act right? Put it to you straight like that, no chaser. Why won't y'all act right? Because that's what the fellas are saying. That's why they looking elsewhere. They saying that the women, y'all acting uncooperative. They having struggles with women being submissive and wanting to follow their lead and they plan. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they saying the women don't want to take care of themselves. They saying the women out here faking them out with all of this artificial stuff that they doing, not being their authentic selves. So this is what the fellas are saying. We in the conversation, so we see it all the time. So if y'all don't want these fellas to go elsewhere, don't want them to get the younger women, don't want them to go get these Caucasian women and everybody else, then why won't y'all act right to keep these fellas in the culture?
I mean, I can't answer that question. Maybe one of the young ladies will pop up and
hold on, here go Ray. Let's see. I act right. Let's see. We've taught our daughter how to be right. What you let me go to Vince real fast. Vince, what you think about this, man? You think they acting right? What is it, man?
I don't think they acting right. For the most part. And I'll explain. I think that we have to deal with, I think a lot of, especially some of the older ladies, need to deal with trauma and start coming to these relationships in good faith. I seen that was an issue too when I was dating women around my age. They automatically thought you were going to cheat. They automatically thought you were going to do this. They automatically thought you were going to do that because of all the trauma and the bad relationships that they had been through. And I think that men deal with that a little bit differently. I think we understand what went wrong and we blame ourselves and we fix it and we move on. I think when you're dealing with a younger woman, it's not as much baggage. It's more, they come to relationships a little better in good faith, I guess you can say.
Right.
And I would think that older women would have a up on younger women because they've been through a little bit more. So they understand the challenges in life. And it seemed like they would be easier to deal with. But it doesn't seem that it works that way.
Yeah.
And then I've seen a lot of times too with, especially for an older man who might have achieved, we want peace, we want fun, and sometimes a lot of the ladies they have put themselves in a position where they got to work a lot, where they got to fit you in between the kids and their mama and all that. We ain't got time. You're not gonna fit me in. I got to be a priority.
Facts.
And a lot of ladies will say, "Well, you got to chase me. You gotta." No, I don't have to do none of that. I really don't. And I think that's some of the issues too. And I feel sorry for them because I had a lot of ladies who, I was dating and they seen I got male friends. Well, why didn't you ain't had no time?
Right.
You got 3 kids, you're a nurse, you working 15 hours a day, and then you got to come home and help your mama and help this and help that. You don't have no time for me.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Let me get some of these comments, man. I need to see what this is about. Let's see. Shantae says some men got mama issues and want you to be motherly, nurturing, not submissive type. Wait a minute, huh? What man don't what? Wait a minute. Let's see. I'm not saying it right, but y'all get it. So wait, Shantae. So what are you saying? So some of these fellas, you trying to say they looking for a second mama, like they want you to be their new mama or something? Because you got a couple things in this statement right here. You got to break that down. I'm be done sent you that link. You know how we do. Let's see. Keenan said, let's see, dating trauma also gets passed down. Okay, but you know what, Keenan, this my problem, bro. I hear a lot of ladies saying stuff like, fellas, y'all got trauma. Y'all need to go get some therapy. But is they doing the same thing? Like, is ladies addressing their trauma? Because that's my question. I hear a lot of ladies say stuff like that, but I'm like, are you addressing your trauma? Are you addressing your baggage? Like, is you all together like you think you are? So I'm just curious, but you know, don't get me started. Oh, hold on. Y'all blowing me these comments, man. It's crazy. Let's see. Wizzy said, let's see, they are not going to be easy. A lot of men build their character and charisma around possessions. Let's see, we have all that and then some. Now the game is different. See, here we go. Wizzy. Go ahead, Vince. I hear it. Go ahead, Vince.
Uh-oh.
I don't know when y'all gonna understand that a real man don't care what y'all got.
Don't care.
Not at all. Not at all.
Do not care.
Not at one particular, because at the end of the day, this whole gender roles and all that, it does matter because everything y'all got is for y'all and y'all kids. Say I'm dating a woman that's 45 and she got 2 kids and she got a house. So what? The house is for her and them kids. Her and her kids. So what difference do it make if she got a house or I can't move into her house and be comfortable as a man. I don't know. I'm gonna say it. I don't know no man that can move into some woman's house and be comfortable. That I don't understand that. Especially if she got kids. What them kids gonna look at? Some strange man moving in a house?
Right.
Come on now, it don't work like that. So that's why we don't care, because we don't have, just like Kevin Samuels Jr., we don't have access to it.
Right.
It's easier. Like if I had a house, it'd be so easier for, a woman to come live with me with her kids. That look right. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to take care of my wife and our kids, or she bring kids. But so that's why it don't matter. Y'all ain't out here buying me in cars.
Nope.
I'll give you a perfect example. Most people, if they buy a house and a man got kids and a woman got kids, they buying that house for her and her kids.
Right.
Women don't usually look at, okay, well, because our kids don't come, even if we good dads, you're not buying a 7-bedroom house because I got 2 and you got 3. We gonna buy a house for you, for us, and your kids. And when my kids come, they got a bunker room, whatever. So that's why it don't matter. Y'all get so tied up with that. Well, I bring this to the table. You don't bring that to the table. You bring that to the table for you.
Facts. Nah, that's
especially
facts
when
right
you get older. Now, I have to make a caveat on that, because I do understand when you're younger and you building together, then yes, it might matter. But when you get past 35, it don't matter, because everything you did is for you. And for your kids, if you got kids, it's for you and your kids. Right. That's why it don't matter. So I don't want to hear about, oh, well, I got it. Does you need to start off with what men want. Are you cooperative? Yes. Can you cook? Yes. Can you keep a house? Yes. If I bring you this, can you multiply it? If I bring you my check, like the old Jesus, if I give you my check, can you multiply that? Can you make sure this and this will get paid so I can go out there and fight the war and bring it home to you? That's what men want. Men don't care that you know RN or you a social worker. Well, I got my own business and you ain't really making no money. Y'all got to come off of that. That's why y'all not getting a man that y'all want, because a man who got his own don't care about none of that, because a man understands his money is y'all money, y'all money, y'all money. And that's how it is. That's how it's always going to be. And that's what works.
There it is. There it is.
I was going to add to that I think if we're going to talk about like examples for younger women, I think that it's good that we consider this particular like the mindset that's out now. This whole well, women can do it for themselves, and women have all of this stuff going on for themselves, and you know, we don't really need that from y'all anymore. I just want to say again, this also is very much giving cap, because if a man comes to you and does not show you that he can provide, if a man does not come to you with his provisions, then you ain't gonna have time for him. Because just like Ben said, you might have all of that and some, but at the end of the day, it's yours. Let's just be honest about that. It's yours. It's not his, because you still gonna want him to pay the bills. You still gonna want him to take care of the kids financially. You're still gonna want him to take care of you financially. Those are things that you're still going to expect him to do. So a man does have to come to the table showing you that he is capable to provide. Because if he does not, you are not going to give him the time of the day. And that's just it. And you're definitely not going to do it even more so if you do have something for yourself. You are not going to give this man the time of the day. A man is supposed to come to the conversation showing you what he can do, because that is his role. And I think for young women, the most important takeaway, to kind of stay on the mindset that Donovan, you know, kind of mentioned when he said, well, what are we going to do about the youth? Like I think the mindset that what would help young women coming up is understand that it's perfectly okay for you to want something for yourself. It is perfectly okay. But I want you to understand that you need to also prioritize what you might want your life to look like 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead, 15 years ahead. And if it includes another person, if you're 20, you're 19, whatever, you're out of high school, and if you look 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead, 15 years ahead, and it includes another person, then you need to start prioritizing that. Put that on your to-do list. Put that on your to-do list right up there with your college education. Put it on there, sis. Because if you don't prioritize it, you will find yourself like a lot of 40-year-old women, 45-year-old women, 50-year-old women alone talking about what they deserve, because now they have been able to possess a lot of things on their own. And now they're so set in their ways and so traumatized by past relationships that they can't even get into a relationship that will last with a man, because at this point, they're jaded. At this point, they don't need a man. At this point, I can do bad all by myself, and all of the other toxic mindsets that they have. And we don't want that to happen to you. So learn the lessons from those women. And unfortunately, we don't have enough of those women who realize that maybe they didn't do it right, or realize that maybe they made a few mistakes along the way. We don't have enough of them coming out and speaking to you. And the reason why we don't have that is because they're too busy competing with you. The older women are competing with the young women now. They're too busy competing, so they can't teach you because they're competing with you. That's why. So I would just say for young women, you know, look at those women as a cautionary tale, not a mentor. The people around you that you want to look up to are those people who have a story. You know, maybe they did make some mistakes along the way, but they got it together. Or the people that you want to look up to are those people who have the types of lifestyles that you want. Okay, they have a family, they're building a legacy, like they maybe they are married, maybe they are settled down. You want to use those people as your examples, because that's where you're trying to be. And you need to surround yourself with those types of influences.
No, that's real right there. That's real. Let me get some more of these comments. I got a lot of them queued up. Shout out to my guy Jeff, who was just kicking it the other day on some grown man stuff. Shout out to Jeff Denial in the building. He said we need to get back to the basics of understanding what the opposite sex brings to the table. That's facts. Appreciate each other's masculinity and femininity and embrace it. and act as a unit instead of trying to change one another to fit into this box you created for them. Facts.
True.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Jeff dropping it. I said, I said we don't do the basic. We don't want no basic around here. I said, Jeff know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Kenyatta said some women just don't know what they want and they don't want to listen to the lessons the man teaches. Man. Talk to him, Kenyatta. Talk to him. Talk to him. Just don't want to listen. What they say, what does he say? Just hard-headed. That's what they used to say. Let's see. Some women don't want to give up that. Let's see. Don't want to give up what they feel is a sense of self. Most don't even know what that even looks like. No, that's facts right there. Let's see. My guy Keenan says some of them women want a daddy figure dating older men. Yeah, so I don't deny that probably exists. But I will say this: the ladies are definitely sending mixed messages. I will say that. Let's see. Shantae said, well, let's see, my heel trauma recognizes unhealed. Okay. I feel that. Let's see. There's so many comments in here, boy. Let's see.
I want to make a caveat to understand that I'm not talking about being self-sufficient. Yes, everybody needs to be self-sufficient. You know, I also have daughters. I have sons and daughters. So yes, I'm teaching my daughters to be self-sufficient, because if you're single, you need to pay your own bills. You need to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. But I'm also teaching them how to cooperate with a man in the household. And I think that's one thing that we haven't seen. And it's hard to do something that you haven't seen. So a lot of this I don't want to give up myself is trust issues. Because I can't trust you enough to give up what I think is my security instead of my security being in you.
Okay, I feel that, man. Answer this real quick, Vince. I say, she Woodsy on here trying to play games right now. What is cooperative, Vince? So when you say a man, well, we all say it, when a man wants a cooperative woman, give me a couple descriptives on that, man. What does that look like, man?
To me, being cooperative is being able to listen. Being able to listen. And I think a lot of it has to do with your picking. You gotta pick a man that's worthy of your trust. If y'all get together and his car is being repossessed every 5 minutes, and obviously he don't know how to pay his car notes. If you meet him and he living with his brother on the floor or the homeboy on the floor, then you might say, well, you know what? Maybe he needs to get himself together before I sit up here and try to get him together. So a lot of that has to do with your pickings. And one thing that I tell my wife is that, you know, a lot of people my wife has options. And that's what a man gives his woman, options. If she want to work, she work. I don't care. But she has the option to do that. Now, mind you, I'm old, so it's a different situation. But all I'm saying is that we have made these things, your boy, Kevin Samuels always said the color purpling of the black community. We look at submissive as be telling you what to do, and it is not even that. It's a love thing. Right. I love my wife. And my wife loves me. So there's a cooperation. There's a trust that my wife has when I say something. She trusts me. She don't really go back and forth because she trusts my leadership. I trust her leadership. So it's understanding the give and take and the communication. But a lot of it has to do with your picking. And sometimes we pick wrong. And then we stuck on that instead of just saying, you know what, I picked wrong the first time. Maybe I need to do a little deep dive the next time. It was your fault. It's like it's your fault why you picked this person. It wasn't him, because a lot of times people say, oh, well, people change. And I push back on that. Because if you ask a couple questions, then people will say, no, they didn't change. You thought they were going to change. You were hoping and wishing they were going to change. she wasn't cooking when y'all was dating. She wasn't cleaning the house when y'all was dating. She was uncooperative when y'all was dating. She was calling you a B when y'all was dating. He wasn't working when y'all was dating. He wasn't taking care of kids when y'all was dating. You find out he had a kid 6 months into your relationship, and you still kept going with him because you was in love by then. He had to. If you ask a couple questions, you will see that, you know what? Yeah, maybe I just made a bad choice.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
And just move on from there.
Right. Right.
Yep, there it is. But see, that's
Yeah.
back to that accountability, man. And let's say we know how that go, man. Let's see. Wizzy also dropped another one. It's a shortage of good men. I stand with my single sisters. LOL for support. What? You know what, Wizzy? See, you on here.
No, you know what? Let her have that. Listen, because okay. So there's a shortage because it's perception, right? So the perceived, I thought is that there's a shortage of good men. Okay, but men are probably saying the same thing, that there's a
Facts.
shortage of good women. So it really is a perception thing, right? Like women may really legitimately feel like there's a shortage of good men, and men feel like there's a shortage of good women. Isn't the saying going around in the male community, especially the Black male community, that there aren't enough marriageable Black women?
Right.
Like, so I guess in essence, we're saying the same thing about each other then.
I want to push back on that. Now, just in the numbers, just in the sheer numbers, yeah, it's a shortage. Yeah, it's more women than there are. It's more Black women than there are Black men. That's a fact. So yes, it's going to be a shortage. But then I also believe that you have to compete. See, that's people don't want to. I asked women the other day, do you want to compete for your man? Well, I gotta compete for him. Why shouldn't you compete for him? He's valuable. Right. Well, if I gotta compete, well, I gotta compete with another woman. Yeah, you do. Put your boxing gloves on and compete.
So, okay. So let me ask that question, man. See, that may be part of the problem. I said, so we got a lot of ladies in the comments right now. I'm gonna ask that question one sec. Let me catch these comments up real fast. Let's see. Remy said, let's see, I share my knowledge with the youth. I wish I knew some of these gems. Everyone isn't going to be as fortunate as me and get a great husband at 35 years old. Be intentional. There it is.
See, that's how you get it. See. See, most, and I say this because, I love my wife and she's beautiful. But will you appreciate a man? Will you really appreciate a man? Not like he's supposed to do that. You supposed to do that. Why shouldn't you do that? You supposed to do that. And I asked women, people, that's good. I said, okay, well, what are you doing to make yourself available? Oh, well, I don't really go out. Oh, well, I don't really. Well, how you gonna find somebody then? You gonna find where you go drop it out the sky with all this snow and what? Will you work out? No, I don't work out. Well, where do you go to? People don't really go to church no more, and people ain't really meeting at church. So I said, where do you go to be found?
Vince, God's gonna bless them. God's gonna bless them with a good man.
I said, well, why don't you go to the gym? I said, it's I meet more single professional men at the gym because most men who are professional keep their bodies right because they understand I gotta be in good shape to spend this money. But you who in these clubs,
right?
Sisters come every now and again, and they stone cold mean face. They're coming there with their bonnets on and in their phone. I'm like, this is a perfect place. But if you ask somebody, well, where you meet? Well, I don't do nothing. Well, you ain't gonna meet nobody then. We gotta compete. And to say, like, I don't really know too many good guys who have a problem getting women. Right. And I ain't just talking about money. I'm talking about all around just good men. Not necessarily, their spirituality is good. They attractive. They don't have too many problems.
All right. That's facts. Man, so Ray Cribbs, she coming for you, bro. She said, Vince, do you have to compete? She coming for you, man. What you say to that, Vince?
I sure did.
There it is.
I had to compete for my woman. My woman is beautiful. Every time we go somewhere, I step away and go in Target somewhere. It's men circling.
Man, not the sharks. The sharks ain't circling this day, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. We could be in Kroger, and because my wife, she's the type of woman, she'll be at Kroger, and if a guy's struggling trying to find shit, she'll help him out. She's like, "You looking for something? Oh, yeah, I'm trying." She's just naturally nurturing. She's just naturally nice. She's just And it's some women who are like that. It's some women you'll know that will always have a good husband. If one died tomorrow, it'd be lines wrapped around the block to get with her. It's just women that are like that. And
I hear that.
You know them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. For sure. Now I was just gonna tell Remy, I said, you watch some fellas, Remy. He might not really want them baked beans, Remy. Watch you.
But the one thing I ain't is worried.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, man, we ain't got to talk about that. I already know what it is. We ain't worried about it. Let's see. Donovan said, let's see, that word submission triggers the ladies of today solely because they don't stick it out long enough to experience the submission of a man. Wow. Yeah, that's a good comment right there, Donovan. That's a good comment, man. Just talking about ladies actually sticking it out. That's something else we see in today too, man. Ladies with some of these commitment issues that we seeing out here. But like I said, that's a whole nother show. Let's see. Kenyatta said, let's take the word control, for example. People use that word so wrong. Let's see. If your man asks you to change some things about you, then the word control surfaces. Control is a form of abuse. Let's see. Not when he cares. That's part of being cooperative as well. Not using all of these trigger words. Yeah, no, that's facts, Kenyatta. I say, we how we do. We take a word and run with that thing. And at the end of the day, let's say the ladies continue to say that they want a man that leads. But I'm still struggling to understand, how do ladies not understand that control is a part of leadership? If a leader at a company, he has to be able to do things to get people to follow his lead. That's a level of control. So I don't understand ladies who say they don't want to be controlled, but yet in the same breath, you say that you want a man that lead. That don't make sense.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, but this is why it goes back to the point. Do ladies really know what they want? Because some of these things that the ladies say, it don't even add up. Don't make sense. Let me go a little farther. Let's see what he said. No way, to God be the glory. Married since 1998. My husband chose me. I never confessed to even wanting to be married. So I tell my ladies, hang in there. Yep, not coming to the gym. Oh, see, she validating your point, Vince. She validating your point, man. Oh, Ray, what's going on with you with this men competing? What's up with that? I feel like you're trying to get something out of it. What you digging for? I feel like you digging for something. Yes, fellas still have to compete. Yeah, that has went nowhere. That's why you see, some of these fellas out here competing with they physical, whatever they got. Some of these cats out here competing with their mentals and their achievements and so forth. The dude with the cleanest haircut, whatever. So fellas still got to compete as well. That, like I said, that hasn't changed. But like I said, I think the key is we need to make sure the ladies understand that they need to compete. Yeah, I think y'all trying to get around that, and that's not going anywhere. All right, let's see. Shantae said, no homo, but Vince's wife bad. That man doing magic tricks. Oh, Vince over there doing some magic tricks.
Thank you.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
It's all good loving. It's all good loving.
Man, y'all wilding tonight, man. This show. Oh man, this show. Ray, what's going on, Ray? The men have submission issues too. Ray. Ray. This is the thing. The ladies got to follow the man's lead. It's just that simple. I see you bucking, Ray. I'm looking at your comments. You bucking. And I understand that you connected right now with a fella, but I need you to tell your fellow ladies they got to follow the man lead. It's just that simple. I'm not letting y'all off the hook tonight. Let's see. Shantae said, why I got to be controlled? Why can't it be, basically, why can't person be molded?
You rather somebody mold you though? Okay. Wait a second.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding what she's saying.
You rather say, okay, why can't we just say molding or mold, like he's molding you instead of control? Like I feel like that's worse. Like a man is molding you. I don't know.
Okay, but what's the difference? So
to me, it doesn't. This is the same thing like about when we were talking about, submission or no. What was it? We were having a conversation. I'm not picking on you, Shantae. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. But when we was having that conversation about auditioning, was it auditioning?
Right, auditioning and earning.
You have to audition. It's like, and I think there was some triggering going on with that word too. But we're both auditioning for each other, and just like molding, right? And I see Woodsy made a comment about it, and it does go both ways. And Vince said it earlier, and I'm so glad that you said it that way when you were talking about yourself and your wife, and you were saying that she trusts your leadership and you trust her leadership. I think it's important that women understand that submission is a two-way street, right? So in order for you to be able to submit, yes, you have to trust that man's leadership, but he also has to be able to trust your leadership too, right? He's setting the overall structure for the family, the overall structure for the home. It's his vision, it's his program, right? But he needs to be able to trust that you can execute it. He needs to be able to trust that. So you have a piece in that, like you're leading as well, right? He's leading over you, and then you're leading yourself and everyone underneath you, and you're managing the structure of the home. Like that's what you have to do. And all of that flows up to his overarching plan and his overarching program that you are coming in agreement with. So it's you guys both have leadership, responsibilities. It's not just he makes all the decisions by himself. He never considers you. That is not the situation that we're talking about. And I think that there's like maybe a misunderstanding of what submission really looks like. And I think maybe that's why we're so resistant to it. It's not subservience. That's not it. Like, it doesn't mean you're a slave. That's not it. That's so not what we're saying, lady. A man who knows how to lead you well will never make you feel like you are subservient to him. So if that's what you guys are experiencing, no wonder you don't want to submit. But real submission is not that. So while we're getting triggered by submission, we don't understand the freedom that comes with a woman knowing how to submit to a man that is intentionally leading her well. We don't know the protection and the comfort and the peace that comes from submitting to a man that is leading you well, that has a plan, that has a vision, that has a program that is sustainable. Like, right. You miss out on that when you're so resistant to the idea of submission, right? That means you know your role, he knows his. You lead, you're leading all of these matters over here. He's leading the overall structure and flow of you guys' family and life. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I want that to be understood, because I almost feel like we need to just do a show on submission and what that looks like, because I feel like there's such a misconception. Submission is not a bad thing. It's never been a bad thing. And gender roles exist for a reason, ladies. Like, there's a reason why we have gender roles. It's so important for us as women to hold down our roles, because if we don't, the family structure collapses. That's how important your role is. You don't need to be in his role, because your role is so important that you need to know that. And you need to hold that position, because it's an important position. and his role is important. He needs to hold his position, or it's just going to make it that much harder on you.
Right.
So each role needs to be defined. Now, that doesn't mean there can't be overlapping, and that doesn't mean sometimes you don't have to cross over. You might need to pick up slack somewhere. He might need to pick up slack somewhere. That's all okay. That's fine. That's according to your life situation. But those roles do need to exist. They're important.
Yeah, no,
I
I
just want
agree
to
with
say
that. I
something
agree.
about
I'm
being.
gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up, Vince. So, all right, Ray Crib said we lead together. Go ahead, Vince.
In the leadership role, I think that the problem that, especially with black men and black women, black men understand that it's going to be our responsibility how everything turns out.
Right.
Because we rarely get the credit, but we will get the blame.
Right.
If the kids don't turn out right, where they daddy? If y'all living together and you get put out, why he let y'all get put out? So we understand as men, it's always our fault. It's always our responsibility in the relationship. So as a leader, we understand if it's going to be our responsibility, then we have to lead properly. And
Right.
I can't really blame our society because we have been just what's the word I'm looking for here? Everything we see, strong black woman, weak black man. Strong black woman, weak black man. If a man is in power, he's abusing it. Everywhere. Every movie. Just pay attention. And I told Remy about this, and she said she didn't really pay attention to that. I said, if you look at our society, they push the strong black man and the weak black woman. I mean, the strong black woman and the weak black man.
Right.
They push, if the black man is strong, any black man who have money in the movie, what they doing? They cheating on their wife. They beating on their wife. They leaving them with their kids. And it's just how it is. So I don't really blame because we've been indoctrinated. And since so many of us have not seen black men in the home, that's the important part. In the home, we don't believe. I think a lot of them just don't believe it's men like it's good men out here for real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they really believe it. I think he waiting. If I give him this control, then he gonna abuse it. He gonna leave me, and he gonna leave me with these kids. Like my uncle left my auntie, and like my great granddaddy left, had a family around the block. You know how they did. That's always the trope. Oh,
Right.
well, it was back in the day. He had other kids, and he had. I'm like, it ain't gotten no better. It actually has gotten worse. Our family structure has gotten worse. Our children are more depressed. Our women are more depressed. So it's like this whole we have to have a different mindset. And that's why I said we got to come into these relationships with good faith.
Right. No, I agree with that, man. Let me get this comment. Let's see. Shante said, I never understood the gender role thing. Never have I ever wanted to be a man and hold their responsibilities. And you know what, Shante? I'm glad you said that. But what we are seeing today is a lot of young ladies are now acting like they want to be men. Yeah, a lot of young ladies have taken on this masculine position. They are competing with men now. And that's part of the problem. And I think that's why we have so much conflict when it comes to dating. Because essentially we are not playing our positions. We're not in our natural born positions. Yeah, so we're sitting here bucking with each other or competing with each other. And basically, if we both were on our natural sides, our masculine and our feminine, then this stuff would not be as aggressive and disconnected as it is, as we see today. So, yeah, no, I appreciate that comment. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I don't know, Vince, man. Ray been coming with some. Let's see. It's not submission. It's love. What?
Okay.
Yeah, we. Oh man, what is going on?
Well, well, in the Bible, if we're Christians, I hate to bring up the Bible because everybody, but it says, first of all, it says, submit yourselves one to another and submit to your own husband. So many of us are submitting when it's not, when we shouldn't actually be submitting. So my thing is, if we're submitting to our own husbands and our own wives, and we're picking husbands and wives, then it shouldn't really be an issue.
Man, like I said, it ain't making sense to me, man. It ain't making sense to me.
Because people submitted their job
all
you
day
submit
long.
to your boss,
All day long.
giving you your paycheck. You submit to him, but you won't go home and submit to your husband. And that just means taking cooperation, taking instruction from your husband.
Right.
Then you picked the wrong husband. Period.
That's real.
You playing with these people. If you pick better, you get better. Shoot. Playing
it
with
is.
Shoot.
Sick of these people. Pick your good husband to submit to then. Not you, Ray. I know I'm not talking about you, Ray. Not you. I'm just talking about in general. Just pick better.
Man, well, Ray trying to start something. She talking about work with, not submitting. Ray, you submitting to that boss at that job. I need y'all to stop with that. You submitting to that boss at your job. That dude tell you to jump and you asking him how high so you can get a paycheck. So we gotta stop capping. We gotta hold on. Let me get
Stop the cap.
We gotta stop capping for real. Because like I said, I see, and going back to that cooperation from earlier, I see a lot of these ladies cooperating with that boss. They don't question that boss.
Very cooperative.
They do whatever that boss say. That boss call them at 10 o'clock at night. They answering the phone, but let their man ask them to do something, and it's all type of bucking going on. But that man is providing a house that, providing for that house that you're living in, making sure the kids good, and he got to get all of that, as they like to call it, all that back talk.
All that lit.
Yeah, but then the boss, he don't get none of that. He just get yes, and how quick do you need it? Man, y'all about to get me started, man. Let me let me be quiet. We got to get up out of here. It's 10 o'clock. Let's see. Remy said, listen, he has been like this. He been like this since I known him. Yeah,
what's in that drink though? What's in that drink?
Yeah, shout out to Remy. I need you to hook us up.
I think it's a little Ciroc. I think it's Ciroc in the building. I think it's Ciroc in the building tonight.
Cause that drink.
Well, shout out to that drink. See, like I said, when your lady can drop you the nice little tropical drink, get you in the mood for the show. Oh, she said, oh, that's that Tito's. That's that premium. Okay,
that's my favorite.
I ain't mad at that.
It's good when your wife know your drink. See that? Y'all better stop playing.
Oh my God!
Oh, shout out to Remy. Shout out to Remy. Man, we got to get up out of here, man. It's 10 o'clock, man. This show went crazy tonight. This show went crazy tonight. Let's see. Check Ray out, y'all. No, Ray, she doing some things tonight, Donovan. She doing some things. Let's see. Shantae said you're about to be outnumbered. I'm praying for you. Man, it's going down. It's going down. We got to take some closing, man. We got to get up out of here, man. Chloe, you want to say anything before we get out of here?
Just, it really just, I think that if we could just get to the point, honestly, where we put down some of these, I don't know, I want to call them bad habits. I don't, toxic mindsets. I don't really even know the right way to describe it. But along the way, nice, Shantae. But along the way, we've picked up some like harmful behaviors. And now it's like we can't shake them. First and foremost, let me just talk about it. Donovan talked about this earlier. So I'm going to come from a perspective of providing some solutions instead of just talking about the problems. Young people who are watching this, and this can even be for people who are in my age group, stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people. It literally steals your joy and it sucks any type of form of contentment or happiness that you're going to have in life, it literally sucks it out. Like of your situation. Like, don't worry about what somebody else has, what somebody else's husband is doing, what someone else's wife is doing, what their marriage looks like. It doesn't matter. One, because you don't really know what's going on over there. And two, it doesn't matter anyway, because what's for you is for you. You need to find what's for you. Second of all, the only standard that you need to be keeping, one, if you're a believer, is God's standard. And if you're not, then set a standard for yourself that does not involve what somebody else said or what somebody else is telling you need to be doing, or telling you where you need to be going, or telling you how you need to dress, how you need to wear your hair, and how you need to look. You should not be trying to live your life according to someone else's criteria. What makes you genuinely and authentically happy? Another thing, ladies, stop being so damn triggered. Stop being triggered about literally everything. Some of us would not be here right now if our mothers weren't submissive or cooperative or friendly or approachable. We wouldn't legitimately be here. So instead of us trying to reverse everything about the past that we think was so horrible, maybe we can eat the meat. I say this all the time, and spit out the bones. Put into practice what serves you, and the things that, we've been able to progress and make improvement in. Okay, go with that. But ain't nothing wrong with uplifting and being, aspiring to have a family structure that involves a man that is leading and heading up that family. And you coming in and implementing the plan and the strategy and the program that he has designed. Now, a lot of y'all is having problems with that because you don't trust the men that you're with. That's a whole nother conversation. That leads me to where am I? Number 4, pick better. And the only way you can really pick better is you have to take time to get to know people. You actually have to get to know them. Before you sleep with them, get to know them, because they might not even be worth your time. And why we always talk about, we ain't got time, I got time. So why you wasting time with people that aren't worth your time? Don't even give them your body. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. But yet you give them your body, but then you don't want to make a plate, or you don't want to wash no clothes, or you don't want to cook for them, because that's wifely duties. Stop giving these men your bodies. And men, if you want more marriageable women who don't have 1,000 bodies and a high body count, then stop sleeping around. Because it takes 2 people. So if you don't want a bunch of women by the time you get ready to settle down, if you don't want a bunch of women that's all around you with high body counts, then maybe you could be the change you want to see. Stop sleeping with all these women. If last but not least, Vince says it all the time. I'm sorry, I'm stealing it from you, Vince. Be intentional out here in these streets. Stop dating just to have fun. What do I mean by that? I mean, have fun with the person you're dating, but don't be just out here dating just to have fun. Courting is fun. I had a heck of a time dating my husband. We did everything, went everywhere, saw everything. And I didn't have to do it with 10 people at one time. Be intentional, because you guys putting all of this weird energy out. You know what I'm saying? You putting all this stuff out. What you think? What you attracting these people? It's something about you that's attracting them to you. So do some self-analyzation, and come on, y'all. When you knew better, you do better.
There it is. me go to my guy Vince. Vince, you want to say anything in closing, brother?
Yeah, in closing, I think that we have to give people what they want instead of what we think they want. I see so many people wanting something, but they're not giving what to get their desired result. And what I mean by that is, in general, if you want a leader type guy, he's probably going to require a more feminine woman.
Facts.
That's just in general. So I assume, well, I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to do this. Well, you're probably not going to get the type of man that you really want. I have somebody like, well, I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Well, then you're probably not going to get the real leader type of man that you want, because he's going to want something. This is just like a woman. It's the same thing. If you want a beautiful woman, if you want a woman that's going to really take care of your needs, then you have to provide for her and give her a safe place so she can do that. If she got to go out and work hard just like Dudu, then you might not get a more nurturing type of woman, because she got to work like you got to work. So I think we have to understand what we really have to offer and what we're giving out and what we're going to get. You know, you can't go, just like I said, you can't go to the Mercedes dealership with Honda money. Just go get your Honda and be satisfied with that. See, I think that's the issue too, that most people want a Mercedes, but they will not be satisfied with the Honda, which really a Honda is. It ain't nothing wrong with a Honda.
Nope.
So we have to understand what we want, and yes, be more intentional. The proof is in the pudding. If you really sit, people, I didn't know. If you ask the right questions and you open your eyes and you open your ears, people will tell you what you need to know in the first couple dates. You'll know if a person is responsible in the first couple of days. If you're really looking, if you're really paying attention, you'll know if a person is a good parent. Because my thing is, if you go out with a man for 3-4 times and you got to wait to 3-4 months for him to tell you he got a kid, then that's a red flag.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with
guys,
that.
if you're going over a lady's house and she feeding her kids chips and Doritos and them little juicy juices, it's a red flag. So we need to be a little bit more smart in our decision making, and we'll get a better result. And I'm gonna end on that.
No, that's facts right there. That's facts right there. Well, I'm gonna say this real quick before we get up out of here, and I'm gonna keep it straight to the point. No fluff, no chaser, none of that. Ladies, why don't y'all just start acting right? Let me just put it like that. Why don't y'all just start acting right? Y'all can't hate on the fellas because they trying to get with these younger women, because these younger women got better attitudes, more cooperative. You can't get mad at these fellas because they going over here to Indonesia and Thailand and all these places, you know, getting with these more submissive, cooperative women and all of that. You can't get mad at that if you're not about to handle your biz. You just can't. You just can't. Look at Ray. Yeah, whatever. You know what? It's all good. I'm going to say what it is. Yeah, ladies, just act right. That's really what it is. Act right. Men is asking for certain things. They want feminine women. Ladies, soften it up. Take that little masculine edge up off your back. You ain't got to do that. I know you're comfortable doing that, but you ain't got to do that. That's not going to get you the type of man that you want. So, ladies, just pull it together. Fellas are saying that they want to walk up in the gym and find they wife up in the gym. Well, ladies talking about they don't want to go to the gym. Well, once again, how you expect to get this man that you say is going to be able to take you to the next level if you don't even want to step up in the gym? Come on now. I said, this ain't even that complicated. So, ladies, you got to bring what you claim that you're looking for. We'll keep it real simple. My guy Donovan said real men do. There it is. There it is. Well, man, we're going to get up out of here. Let's shout out to everybody who joined us tonight, man. This night got crazy. Comments was crazy. We had a lot of viewers, a lot of, man, folks just supporting the platform tonight, Lesson. It just went wild. So we appreciate you guys always rocking with us and supporting the platform. Let's see. Jocelyn says, can we all just get along? You know what, Jocelyn? Yeah, we can all just get along, but we got to do our part. Yeah, the ladies can't say that they want the fellas to do, list items A through Z, but then they only want to do list items A through C or A through E, if that matter. That ain't gonna cut it. I said, folks got some work to do. That's really what it is. We can all get along, but folks got to do their part. And since at the end of the day, they got to play their role. That's the key. But man, shout out to everybody tonight. Shout out to Ray Cribs, my guy Donovan. Shout out to Jocelyn Dennis. Shout out to Kenyatta Myrick's representing. Shout out to my guy Kevin Palmer. Shout out to Shantae Williams. Shout out to Erica. Shout out to Remy. Man, this list so deep, man. So many comments. Shout out to my guy Keenan. Shout out to my guy Loaf in the building. Shout out to Woodsy representing, dropping comments all night. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I had a lot of comments tonight. Johnson said agreed. Yeah, no, it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, we got work to do. We got to handle our business, and we got to play our parts. But man, this is Kandid Konvos. We do this show every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday night. We are live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. So definitely like, share, and subscribe. Man, go over to the YouTube and drop a subscribe for us. We're trying to get our numbers up over there at YouTube. Definitely go drop a follow on the Kandid Konvos page on Facebook as well. But man, share out the show. Next time you join us, bring a friend with you. Let's say we always encourage you to bring a friend. Let's say we want to get as many people to this great content and these great conversations as possible. And man, with that being said, everybody have an awesome night, and we will catch you guys next Wednesday.